Well, looks like whatever I labeled this as initially is no longer what is in the box. Let's see what we have. Ooh, nice. So this is a Budweiser tap handle. These ones are worth noting because there's a couple of different sizes and a couple of different color variations on it. So this one is the smaller size, so it's about hand size. That means that your standard hand would probably cover up the label. The other ones are a good deal bigger, so they're, I'd say, almost about twice the length on that, and then they're also wider as well. And with this one is a great smaller design here. There's a couple of other things that's worth noting about these tap handles, or the ones that are similar to it. So this one is the red with the white lettering. There's also other ones that I believe are a kind of beige or white color with, I want to say red lettering, but I'd have to double check on that. There's also a couple of elements on these ones that are notable. So you'll notice that you've got your finale up top here that has a lot of fairly nice little detail there. You'll notice this one has a little bit of wear, typical for any tap handle, that some of them are going to have wear, some of them are going to be with very little wear. For these ones with the finale, if I remember correctly, this one is kind of properly attached, the ball on the top for the smaller one, although the ball on the top for the larger one, it may be possible to take it off. So just worth noting that if you're seeing this tap handle, you should be looking for the finale, and you should also be looking for the ball on the top of the finale for the larger ones. Should be fixed for the smaller ones. Now for the ferrule portion, there's a couple of things to note here. So first of all, let's do it from this side. So you'll notice that detail. You've got the Budweiser crown that is part of it there. So once again, we're seeing the imprint of the Budweiser crown, and then we also have these little dots here. And then another thing here is this portion here on the bottom. So with this is actually should be similar to the finale, the ferrule portion. That difference I was mentioning should be similar for the small version versus the larger version. For the smaller version, this should all be one piece. So this kind of area here, as well as this differently sized section at the bottom, should be one piece of metal. Whereas with the larger one, if I remember correctly, it should be two different pieces. So one piece on the top, and then one piece on the bottom. And it is worth noting with the larger ones that sometimes that a part of that will be missing. But for the smaller ones, you want to have it looking like this with those. And if you have that bottom section and the top section, so the finale and the ferrule, then you should have the full piece. And per usual, the tap handles, this is the normal North American threading, so it should work on any of the normal tap handles that you would have, any of the normal faucets. It also should work with any of the normal adapters that I do, like the bottle opener adapters and stuff like that. But of course, if you have questions about any of the taps or any of the adapters or ferrules or stuff like that, feel free to shoot me out a message and I'll try and get you any information I can.